here with Jon Worth, blogger on EU issues, and he's going to tell us about Germany's liquid democracy. Jon, what's it about really?
The basic idea is that representative democracy, as we know it, is not working as well as it used to. We need to reform it, we need to improve it. And using the internet is the best way of doing so. It lowers the barrier, the hierarchy between the party leaders and the party members. That's really what the German Pirate Party has been doing very effectively. They have found a way and a means of engaging party members in the everyday decision-making of a political party. No British political party has come even close to doing that, building genuine grassroots policy-making within the party. That's what's very interesting.
But all parties, all traditional parties, are huge machines. The Pirate Party is starting from scratch and can afford to be revolutionary in its concept. How can big old machines reinvent themselves?
But let's look at what happened on the internet. That the internet has destroyed the business model for all kinds of different organisations, newspapers, the music industry, for example. So the same will come to political parties. The difficulty with political parties is membership is going down, election participation is going down, trust in the leaders of political parties is going down. We can't let that carry on. So yes, the party structures are still very strong. Those people who have the power at the moment want to hold on to it. It's also the case that in Germany the election system means that an alternative political movement can gain in power more quickly than is the case in the UK. So what I'm urging is that the traditional political parties in the UK just need to experiment with this just a little bit. Some of the things, particularly within the Labour Party's National Policy Forum, for example, they could relatively easily use some of the tools of liquid democracy in order to improve their decision-making procedures. So it's not going to be easy, and we can't do this change overnight, but if party politics is to retain legitimacy, is to hold our representative democracies, are to retain their legitimacy, it's vital that we reform, and that's what the liquid democracy concept is allowing us to do.
There is a Pirate Party here in UK, obviously not on the same size as the German one. Do they do the same thing, and are they ready to share the experience of ruling a party, organizing a party?
They do exist, and they're still very small. The difficulty is any political movement in the UK, to start off from scratch takes a long, long time. It's much slower to build than in Germany or in the Nordic countries. So they do have the tools, they are raising these debates, but still they're a very, very minor political force in the UK. I hope they get stronger, but as we see the example of the Green Party, for example, in the UK, very strong in most European countries, but only now, finally, in 2010, being represented in Parliament. So don't hold your breath about the Pirate Party gaining support in the UK. We have to build these kind of movements within the traditional parties. We can't wait for a Pirate Party to boom here, I don't think.
So horizontal organization is something we all talk about, but still every network and organization we know and experience in campaigning has a top-down strategy. So it's not only parties, it's mainly all institutions and organizations, even in the unions. So how do we get this culture, which is very traditional, to evolve?
Well, those of us that have seen this, have built grassroots organisations in the past, we have to push this within different political movements, within parties, within trade unions. We have to just experiment, we have to show that it works, we have to show that we can come up with better and more legitimate ideas by doing this. We have to essentially be subversive from within. I know that sounds scary for many traditional organisations, but that's essentially the only way of doing it. The only other alternative, and we're a little bit at this kind of this juncture here today at Netroots, is to what extent do you kind of pressure traditional organisations from the outside, or do you try to reform from within? And I hope that today, with my presentation, we can try to show that pressure from within can make change, can be done in a positive and constructive and creative way if people are just willing to take a bit of a risk. Nevertheless, there's always going to be these bloggers, these campaigners on the outside who are going to be pushing from the outside as well, and we need both of those forces. I just hope we just create in British politics at the moment too much of a kind of an outsider pushing the insiders feeling. I want some more radicalism among kind of on the inside too.
What is a website people can visit and learn more about these issues?
Okay, the easiest used tool for liquid democracy is a tool called Adhocracy. So if you go to adhocracy.de, you can find out how that works. The pirates in Germany have also been using a tool called Liquid Feedback. That is a more nuanced tool for this liquid democracy projects. The difficulty is the technology is a bit more complicated. Lastly, if you want to understand the ideas, you should Google for how liquid democracy works on Spiegel Online, which is the kind of main German news site. They have articles in English which explain exactly how the concept works. So
and your own website as well?
There's a little bit about it, which is at jonworth.eu, and I should definitely write more in the future. But yeah, at the moment I would advocate Spiegel Online is the best place to start.
Okay, thank you so much, Jon, for talking to us. As you can see, there's a lot happening here in proposals of horizontal organization of parties, and really you should get involved and see more of this going on and try to push this on your own campaign. This is Mark reporting for visionOntv. Thank you for watching.